Hi, it's Steve. Today we'd like to show you how to change the water inlet valve on your front load washer. This is a really easy job. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we're going to need to do is to disconnect power to the washer. So pull it far enough forward that we can unplug it. Now we'll also need to turn off the inlet water supply and remove both the hot and cold hoses as well. Now that we have access to the back of the washer, we've removed the inlet fill hoses. We're next going to take those 3 retaining screws out that secure the top to the cabin. They're typically a number 20 Torx head screw, or also there may be a 1/4 inch hex head as well. With the screws removed, we're next going to pull that top back about 1/2 inch, and then we can lift it off. We'll just set that aside. Now, since we're at the back, we'll also remove the single retaining screw that secures that water valve to the back of the cabin. And now we're ready to disconnect the wire connections on the inside as well as the outlet tubing. Now that we've removed the retaining screw for that valve, we're going to come to the inside and just pull that valve a little bit to the left and allow it to come through the opening in the back panel. And that will give us better access to the 2 wire harness connectors. We just need to release the locking tabs on those by lifting up on them. And then gently pull that connector away from the solenoid. Now we also need to disconnect the outlet tube. So we'll need a pair of pliers. We're just going to slide that clamp down onto that hose. And grasp the hose and the valve and twist. Once you break the bond, we can remove that valve and discard it. Now our next step will be to reconnect that outlet tube to the valve. Make sure we push it firmly onto the outlet, and then just do a test fit to make sure that we have no kinks in it. And then we can reposition that clamp. Now we'll install that valve through the opening in the back. Slide it to the right to lock it in place. And then we'll reconnect the 2 wire harness connectors. And take note, they'll be color coded to match the color of the solenoids. Simply press them all the way in until the locking tabs engage. And then we'll go to the back of the washer and install the retaining screw. And we just need to reinstall that retaining screw. Now we'll put the main top back on. Place that top about 1/2 inch back from the console till it lays flush on both sides. Press it forward to engage the 2 plastic clips at the front, and then we'll install the 3 screws at the back. Now our next step will be to reconnect our inlet fill hoses. We'll turn the water on to ensure that we don't have any leaks, and then we'll prepare the washer to push back into place. We're now ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.